The Tale of Leo and the Kingdom of Aradia, Chapter 1. The birth of a hero in the heart of the magical kingdom of Aradia, a realm where animals lived in harmony under the guidance of the wise King Maximus and Queen Luna. A special event was about to take place. The morning sun bathed the land in a golden glow, signaling the birth of the royal couple's firstborn cub, Leo. The kingdom was abuzz with excitement. Animals from every corner of Aradia gathered at the Great Peak, a majestic hill that overlooked the lush valleys and sparkling rivers. As the wise owl, or Ion, lifted baby Leo high above the gathering, a hush fell over the crowd. A rainbow arced across the sky, and the animals cheered in unison, celebrating the future king. Watching from the shadows was Zephyr, Maximus's younger brother. Zephyr had always envied his brother's strength and wisdom. Though he masked his feelings with a smile, his heart was filled with jealousy and ambition. Leo grew rapidly, his playful spirit and boundless curiosity leading him to explore every inch of Aradia. His best friends, a clever monkey named Mika and a gentle elephant called Baru, often joined him on his adventures. Together, they discovered the wonders of their homeland, from the hidden glades to the towering waterfalls. One sunny afternoon, Leo stumbled upon a mysterious cave behind a cascading waterfall. Inside, the walls were adorned with ancient paintings depicting a mighty lion warrior who had once protected Aradia from great evil. Orion, who had been watching over Leo, appeared and told him the legend of the warrior, emphasizing that true strength came from within and that every great leader had to find their own path. Chapter 2. The darkness descends as Leo continued to grow and explore. Zephyr's jealousy festered. He secretly allied himself with the cunning jackals, who had long been outcasts in Aradia. Together, they schemed to overthrow King Maximus and take control of the kingdom. One moonless night, Zephyr and the jackals launched their attack. The peaceful kingdom of Aradia was thrown into chaos. King Maximus fought valiantly, but was ultimately overwhelmed by the sheer numbers of his enemies. With his dying breath, Maximus implored Leo to remember the teachings of the lion warrior and to protect Aradia. Overcome with grief and guilt, Leo fled the kingdom, believing he was not ready to take his father's place. He wandered aimlessly until he collapsed from exhaustion in a distant part of the land. Mika and Baru, who had been searching for their friend, found Leo and nursed him back to health. They introduced him to a new philosophy, Hakuna Matata, which means no worries. Years passed, and Leo grew into a strong and capable lion, though he had buried his past deep within him. One day, a young lioness named Zara appeared, searching for help. She recognized Leo and pleaded with him to return to Aradia. Under Zephyr's tyrannical rule, the once thriving kingdom had fallen into despair. The lush valleys were now barren, and the animals lived in fear. Leo was reluctant, but Orion appeared once more, reminding him of his father's final words and the legacy he was meant to uphold. Realizing he could no longer run from his destiny, Leo decided to return and reclaim his rightful place as king. Chapter 3. The return to Aradia with Mika, Baru, and Zara by his side, Leo journeyed back to Aradia. Along the way, they rallied the animals, inspiring them to stand up against Zephyr and the jackals. As they reached the Great Peak, a fierce battle ensued. Leo confronted Zephyr, and the two brothers fought with all their might. Drawing strength from his father's teachings and the support of his friends, Leo managed to defeat Zephyr and banish the jackals once more. As the sun rose over the Great Peak, Leo stood tall, the rightful king of Aradia. The animals cheered, celebrating the return of peace and prosperity. Leo vowed to honor his father's legacy and to lead with wisdom and courage. Under Leo's reign, the harmony of Aradia was restored. The valleys flourished once more, and the animals lived in peace, knowing that their king would always protect and guide them. The legend of the lion warrior continued, a timeless tale of bravery, wisdom, and the enduring power of the circle of life. Chapter 4. New beginnings. With Zephyr gone and the jackals banished, Aradia slowly began to heal. Leo, with the help of Zara, Mika, and Baru, worked tirelessly to restore the land to its former glory. The rivers sparkled once more, and the valleys bloomed with vibrant flowers and lush greenery. The animals, who had lived in fear for so long, began to trust again and come out of hiding. Leo's leadership was wise and just, and he ruled with a kind heart. He remembered his father's teachings and the lessons he had learned during his time away. He often sought counsel from Orion, who continued to be a source of wisdom and guidance. One day, as Leo and his friends were exploring a particularly beautiful part of the kingdom, they stumbled upon an ancient tree with golden leaves. As they approached, they noticed that the tree bore a single, glowing fruit. Orion appeared and explained that this was the tree of life, a sacred tree that bore a fruit of great power only once every generation. The fruit was said to grant the wisdom of the ages to whoever consumed it. Leo, feeling the weight of his responsibilities, decided to partake in the fruit. As he did, a warm light enveloped him, and he felt a surge of understanding and clarity. He knew then that his purpose was not just to rule, but to ensure that the balance of life in Aradia was maintained for generations to come. Chapter 5. The Festival of Unity. To celebrate the return of peace and the restoration of the kingdom, Leo decided to host a grand festival called the Festival of Unity. Animals from all over Aradia came together to celebrate their shared heritage and the newfound harmony. There were music, dancing, and feasting, and the air was filled with joy and laughter. During the festival, Leo made a special announcement. He introduced a council of animals, each representing a different part of the kingdom. The council included wise Orion, brave Zara, clever Mika, gentle Baru, and other leaders from the animal communities. This council would help Leo make decisions and ensure that all voices were heard. The Festival of Unity became an annual event, a time when all the animals of Aradia would come together to celebrate their unity and discuss the future of their land. It was a time of joy, reflection, and planning for the future. Chapter 6. The next generation. As the years passed, Leo and Zara had their own cubs, who grew up listening to stories of bravery, wisdom, and the importance of harmony. Leo made sure to teach them the lessons he had learned and to prepare them for the responsibilities they would one day inherit. The kingdom of Aradia continued to thrive under Leo's rule. The land remained lush and vibrant, and the animals lived in peace and prosperity. Leo often took his cubs to the ancient cave behind the waterfall, sharing with them the legend of the lion warrior and the importance of inner strength and wisdom. Leo's eldest cub, Luna, showed a particular interest in the ancient stories and the tree of life. She was curious and adventurous, much like her father had been. Luna often explored the kingdom with her siblings, making new friends and discovering the wonders of their homeland. One day, Luna stumbled upon a hidden glade that seemed untouched by time. In the center of the glade stood a young tree, much like the tree of life, but smaller and less grand. Luna felt a strange connection to the tree and decided to tell her father about her discovery. Leo and Orion accompanied Luna to the glade. Orion explained that this was the seedling of life, a younger tree that had sprouted from the seeds of the tree of life. It was a symbol of renewal and the continuation of the circle of life. Leo realized that his daughter's discovery was a sign that the future of Aradia was bright and full of promise. Chapter 7. The legacy of Aradia. As Leo grew older, he knew that it was time to pass on the mantle of leadership to the next generation. He called a gathering of the council and the animals of Aradia to announce his decision. Luna, now a wise and strong young lioness, was chosen to be the next ruler of the kingdom. Leo gave Luna his blessing, knowing that she would lead with the same wisdom, courage, and kindness that he had strived to embody. Luna stood on the great peak, looking out over the kingdom she loved, and vowed to honor her father's legacy and protect the harmony of Aradia. Under Luna's reign, the kingdom continued to flourish. The seedling of life grew taller and stronger, symbolizing the enduring power of nature and the unbreakable bond between all living things. The animals of Aradia lived in peace, knowing that their new queen would guide them with a compassionate heart and a wise mind. Leo, now a revered elder, spent his days sharing stories and wisdom with the young ones of the kingdom. He often visited the ancient cave and the tree of life, reflecting on the journey that had brought him to this moment. He knew that the circle of life would continue, and that the future of Aradia was in good hands. The tale of Leo and the kingdom of Aradia became a cherished legend, passed down from generation to generation.
Subscribe for more.